Welcome. Alive Credit Union is a not-for-profit financial institution based out of Jacksonville, Florida, with a focus on inspiring financial wellness. My name is Hallie Hagest. I'm one of Alive's accredited financial coaches and a certified master practitioner of financial capability. Today, we hope to provide you with a basic understanding of the importance of financial planning, provide you with the framework of creating a personalized financial plan, and empower you to take actionable steps towards your financial goals. I love dad jokes, so before we begin, I have a dad joke for you. Why did the procrastinator never get around to financial planning? He'll tell us why later. During this webinar, we're going to cover the importance of financial planning, building a financial foundation, key financial planning concepts, and taking action, and a couple of free resources for you. Financial planning is the process of managing your money to achieve your financial goals. It involves analyzing your current financial situation, setting goals, and creating a plan to reach them. As a result, financial planning often delves into multiple areas of finance, including investing, taxes, savings, retirement, your estate, insurance, and more. Financial planning is broad and can be considered looking at the big picture. Instead of focusing on a single aspect of your finances, it addresses financial realities to figure out how to best enable you to make the most of your financial life. A financial planner is a professional who typically offers financial planning services. It's important to note that financial planning is not the same as asset management, which is a service some financial planners may offer. Asset management is typically managing investments such as stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. If you elect to hire a financial planner, it's essential to reference check and ensure that they're certified financial planners. There are also robo-advisors, but it's important to consider that AI can make mistakes and there may be fraudsters preying on your information. So only use trusted and verified web tools. Many people think financial planning is a process to consider during retirement process or at the very least during the sunset of their career. However, financial professionals agree that ideally, investing for financial goals should begin in early life. Don't feel like you're late for the party though. Just know that any time is a good time to establish a financial plan. And now is the best time to get started because starting is the first step in success. Benefits of financial planning include reduced stress and anxiety about money, increased financial security and peace of mind, achievement of personal and financial goals like buying a home or retirement, and improved decision-making regarding money. The first step in financial planning is creating a net worth statement. That sounds complex, but it's just a baseline to understand where your finances currently stand. Here's the information you need to gather to assess your current financial situation: income and expenses. Your spending plan is the portion of your financial plan that you will see and work with the most often. To build a spending plan or budget, you must know your income. The easiest way to audit this is by comparing what you believe you make to your most recent pay stub. Don't overlook additional forms of income, including side gigs, benefits, or child support. Next, list all expenses. These may be fixed or variable. Expenses include your utility bills, groceries, various streaming services, subscriptions, insurance, etc. To audit this figure, look back over the last quarter as some expenses do not occur on a monthly basis. Pay particular attention to annual fees. Once you gather all this information, you can move on to listing debts. Debts or liabilities include credit card balances, loans, unpaid taxes, student loans, or alimony payments. Essentially, any financial obligations that deduct from your bottom line. While working on your net worth statement, this is an opportune time to consider debt management strategies. One of those strategies could be to sit down with an accredited financial coach here at Alive Credit Union. Reach out at www.alivecu.coop. Savings and investments. Review your current savings and investment accounts and discuss the importance of diversification. Next, list out all your assets. Assets are bank and investment accounts, real estate, valuable personal property such as jewelry, etc. When considering a financial plan, every goal should have a specific dollar figure and a target date. Begin by imagining how you wish your life to play out, then assign those dreams to goal terms. Short-term goals are those you hope to achieve in the next 1 to 2 years, such as paying off debt or building an emergency fund. Long-term goals are those that are 10 or more years away, including saving for college, sending a child to college, of course, or retirement. You may also have medium-term goals that fall between the next 3 to 10 years, such as a down payment on a home or starting your own business. These are often actionable steps that will help you achieve your long-term goals. It's also important that you set SMART goals. Those are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. If you want more details on how to set SMART goals, check out our previous webinar. Throughout this webinar and some of my others, you may hear me interchange the word budget with a spending plan. This is just how I phrase it in my mind to be positive and regard it as what it is, a plan that is fluid and not steadfast. The greatest importance in budgeting is acknowledging that life happens and having grace while balancing holding yourself accountable. Let's go over the 50-30-20 rule. That's 50% needs, 30% wants, and 20% savings. It's a budgeting guideline. It's my favorite way to budget. And when I'm teaching budgeting to teens in the community, I always ask what they think the 50-30-20 categories are, and they never get 30% right, assuming savings is more important than wants. However, budgeting for wants at 30% allows you the financial freedom to feel satisfied with your quality of life while allocating for a more realistic savings goal. When your savings goal is realistic and achievable, call back to that SMART goal thing, then you're more likely to succeed, and compounded success will empower you to stick to your spending plan. There are many different expense tracking methods, like the envelope system with cash, or the 50-30-20 rule, zero-based budgeting, the list goes on and on. The best method, though, is the method that you can actually stick to long term. My favorites are just a basic spreadsheet or using the Notes app in my iPhone to log entries when I'm out and about. Before we continue in this section on saving and investing, please consider the following information is for general knowledge and informational purposes only. It does not constitute financial investment or tax advice. When considering financial planning, you want to consider many different buckets of money. Once you fill one bucket, you can begin to fill the rest, or you can have several buckets ready to be filled all at once. Here are some buckets that I recommend. Emergency fund. This is important in case you lose your job or maybe your car breaks down, and it's usually a guideline of 3 to 6 months of living expenses. For those of us who don't currently have 3 to 6 months, try to think of creative ways to go around it. Start by depositing just $5, $10, $15 a week. Then switch to biweekly or during your pay periods, contributing $25, $50, or $100. If you continue to add and really don't look at it and don't touch it, that bucket will start to fill up. Remember, if filling a bucket seems improbable in your plan in your life, look for creative solutions. Retirement planning within financial planning is most often associated with contributing to a 401k, a traditional or Roth IRA, or any other form of retirement investment account. Retirement planning is something most people consider, but the biggest takeaway should be to always take advantage of any employer match program and to enroll as early as possible, then set it and forget it. You don't need to check this account very frequently. Biannually should be fine. If you change employers, try to avoid cashing out these accounts, which can be tempting. Instead, consider rolling the funds over into your new IRA at your new place of business. This is often penalty-free and means you won't be starting over your savings from scratch. Investments can include stocks, bonds, even real estate. Here's a brief overview on different investment options. Stocks represent ownership in a publicly traded company. They can generate significant returns through capital appreciation when stock prices increase and dividends or company profit distributions. As stock prices can fluctuate significantly, there's always a risk of losing money, but there's typically a higher chance of gaining money. Bonds are essentially loans that are made to a company or even the government. They typically are considered less risky than stocks, as they offer more predictable income streams, but also generally offer lower potential returns compared to other investment options. And of course, real estate can include residential properties, commercial buildings, or land. And while there is potential for growth in real estate through rent and appreciated value over time, real estate often requires a significant initial investment and can involve ongoing maintenance and management cost. Again, this is all a simplified overview, and investing involves risks. It's crucial to conduct thorough research or consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Some key considerations for you are your risk tolerance. In financial planning, risk tolerance is your ability to withstand potential losses. Also, your investment goals. What are you saving for? And finally, always consider your time horizon. How long do you plan to invest your money? When you're ready to start your financial planning journey, here are your actionable steps. Create a spending plan, track your spending, set financial goals, review your insurance coverage, consider meeting with a credible financial advisor. Live offers many free tools for our members. In our online banking, you'll find Insights on the toolbar. This tool allows you to create and track your budget. You also have access to a live credit monitoring tool that estimates your monthly credit score and allows you to experiment with setting credit score goals and how adding, removing, or editing your existing debts will affect your score, and more. Alive also has a financial advisor partner, David Rice, through LPL Financial. With this partnership, we're able to ensure that our members receive customized advice from first engaging in investing to receiving a second opinion on a well-developed portfolio. Financial planning matters. Financial planning helps you manage your money, reduce stress, and achieve personal and financial goals. It's never too late to start, and the best time to start is now. Assess your financial situation by understanding your income, expenses, debts, and assets. Use this information to create a net worth statement and set SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Use tools like the 50-30-20 rule to create a realistic and flexible spending plan. Use a budgeting method that works for you and stick with it. Save and invest wisely. Build an emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of expenses, and take advantage of retirement accounts, employer matches, and diversified investments. Understand your risk tolerance and align investments with your goals and timeline. Start by creating a spending plan, tracking expenses, and setting goals. Take advantage of Alive Credit Union's financial tools for budgeting and credit monitoring, and partner resources like certified financial advisors. Thank you so much for your participation. For more financial wellness inspiration, visit our website, www.alivecu.coop. This webinar is for informational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Until next time, bye.